Hey everybody, welcome back to the vlog. Well, I continue to have engine problems. It started okay this morning. I warmed up the engine as I got the boat ready to cruise. And it started making some really strange noises that I haven't heard before. I do have a couple of new spark plugs on order, but I won't get those until at least next week. And then as I get into this, I just did this lock, Falling Sands lock. And I filled up the lock, got the boat in, and then realized that I needed an anti-vandal key to unlock the paddles. Now, an anti-vandal key is a little locking mechanism with a bolt that actually prevents you from winding up or winding down the paddles. They were open on one end, but not the other. So I get the boat all the way into the lock and then realise that I need an anti-vandal key. I'm sure I've got one kicking around. It's a little metal key about that big. I'm sure I've got one kicking around, but it's the first time I've ever had to use it. In fact, one of the boaters, the boat just coming up the canal, had one and I was saved. I was able to get my boat down the lock, but she told me that you're supposed to, all the locks through Kidderminster are supposed to be locked. You're supposed to have a key to unlock them. Well, I didn't experience that at all. This is the first time I've ever had to use an anti-vandal key in the whole of my 600 miles of travel. So I've got to try and either find it or try and source one, maybe down at Starport. But anyway, yeah, bloody engine. I got into the lock, drained the lock, and the engine would only start on a high revs. It wouldn't idle. So tried, and then eventually I managed to start it in high revs and then sort of kick it into gear in sort of high revs, and I managed to get going. Honestly, I've had it up to here with old engines. I really have. Old petrol engines. And this is the reason why I don't want to take my boat onto the river. It's just not worth the risk. There's no towpath that I can just pull up. I was really disappointed because I really wanted to go to Worcester, but I just can't get there. The other issue is I was going to travel from Worcester and maybe go up one of those canals or the Avon or something. I can't do that either. I don't want to go anywhere near Birmingham. Birmingham is in bloody lockdown because it's stupid bloody coronavirus. And it's not the fact that I feel perfectly safe being on the water. It's what happens when I need to go and get petrol, where I need to go and get groceries and that sort of thing, I don't want to go anywhere near it. I just want to take the risk. I really don't. That's the last thing I want. It's bad enough having engine problems without adding coronavirus into the mix as well, So I'm a bit stumped. And I'm just over this engine. Just over old outboards. I'm just over them. It's just caused me so much stress and so much anxiety. I'm just at my wit's end with it. I really am. I've had enough. I've just had enough of them. Constant problems. I mean, but that's what you get when you buy an old boat, I guess. It's just. Anyhow, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got to find an anti-vandal key for a start. Hopefully there'll be a boatyard down here in Starport or something. I can maybe get one, or maybe a boater's got a spare one or something. I don't know. If I can't find mine, I'm sure I've got one, like I say, kicking around somewhere, but who knows. And then I'll turn around and just go back up north again, providing my engine works. Oh, anyway, yeah. I've just got to get through the next 4 months or so, and then I can get my narrowboat, and then I'll be happy. Bloody hell.